Good morning. Can I take your order?
Can I get a tall chai?
A large black coffee.
A what?
Large black coffee.
Do you mean a venti?
No, I mean a large.
He means a venti. Yeah, the biggest one you got.
Venti is large.
No, venti is 20.
Danny.
Yeah. Large is large. In fact, tall is large, and grande is Spanish for large. Venti's the only one that doesn't mean large. It's also the only one that's Italian. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages.
Look, Dick, venti is a large coffee.
Really? Says who? Fellini?
How much is that? Here's a 10.
Do you accept lira, or is it all
You know
euros
what? Just
now?
keep the change.
I love that movie.
What is that from?
It's not that one's not Forgetting Sarah Marshall, but it's in that the Judd Apatow universe. Oh, this is 40. That's what that one is.
Ah, gotcha. At first, I thought that the trigger word was going to be black. I didn't realize it was going to be venti. But excuse me, sir. We don't call it that anymore.
Dark roast.
Yeah. Oh shit! I got espresso today.
I'm not sure what this is. I think this is the Jack Daniel's bourbon barrel coffee. It's very robust. I like it.
Robusto. Hell yeah.
Oh, there he is. Coming in
What up?
fashionably late. Missed the intro again. I put all this work into these intros for you, and you just...
You had to finish sewing together that hat, man.
Yeah, no, I got you ready to go, and I'm out in the kitchen trying to get things together. And I look at the clock, and then I come in the room here, and like I think the clocks are off. I think my kids set the clocks wrong. Yeah, so there's like a 2 or 3 minute lag from like one room to the next. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I had been late to a few functions lately. I'm pretty sure that's why. So,
Synchronize these clocks, damn it.
yeah, no, they're not, and I'm kind of irritated. But
That's what happens when you let the kids set the clocks. They just go around there like, what time is it? I don't know. It's about this time. It's like, okay, that's good enough.
No, I don't let them set the clocks. They set the
I
clocks.
think my wife
because
set
they
the
think it's
stove
funny.
clock a little fast. It's probably good for her.
Yeah, well, and I don't mind it a little fast, right? But when you put it like a little
What's up,
slow,
Shumley?
no, a little slow is not okay.
There he is.
Mhm.
I'm chilling. It's a
Alright.
beautiful day down here.
Well,
Actually,
I
I
had
almost
my-
wish I put my sweater on.
Really? So it's that chilly, huh?
Yeah, it's nice.
We had like 40s this week in the morning. A couple days. It was cold, man. It was cold. But I had my banana for breakfast, so I'm ready to go.
All monkeyed up.
Yeah.
You didn't
so-
have a Snickers?
No. I don't like Snickers. I'm a Werther's and butterscotch and cinnamon disc and black licorice. That's like my candy.
This is all completely makes sense. I don't know why. Between the hat and the mustache, I don't know why I expected anything different.
Yeah, it's the best candy
Probably
out
found
there.
my
man.
favorite old timey candies at Rural King. They're little peanut butter bars. They kind of taste like Butterfingers. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, those are fucking good. I was trying to tell the housemates about them, and they never heard of them. I finally found them. I've been looking in all the old timey candy places at the farm stores. Finally found them. So not bad.
I remember like tea-berry gum when you were a kid.
Mm-mm.
No.
What up, Carlos? Hola, buenos dias.
Was there more to the story about this gum, or like you left this?
I got distracted by Carlos calling me a gringo.
I think he called you a hermaphrodite, actually.
Is that what that means? Some shit.
It means brothers. Even I know that.
Yeah, it's brother. It means brother.
But I mean, it is kind of a hermaphrodites are kind of a brotherhood amongst each other. I'd have to imagine.
I don't know, and I don't think I want to.
Hermaphrodites.
Puta, I know Puta Madre. That's what I know.
Oh Lord. Well,
And I think like take Kitas La Ropa. That was one that my exchange student taught me.
If you're trying to work a segue with gum, you go the short longevity of fruit stripe gum to the short longevity of a particular news network.
oh man, that's
that our network has surpassed. My God,
I say. At this point, we have
we're more
lasted.
than
We have lasted longer than CNN Plus.
So what was this just like their online news thing? I didn't even know it existed. I guess that even
what
paints
was
a
it? They
picture of how
like
terrible.
I think they amalgamated like news that was already out and just kind of repackaged it and sold it on cable. Is that how it went, Justin?
This was supposed to be their streaming subscription network thing.
Like
what's
Fox
his face?
Nation.
Yeah. So what's his face? Chris Matthews. He left Fox to come to CNN Plus. Like they pulled some big names, and like this was supposed to be the thing. They were gonna do the CNN Plus thing, and it was gonna be a massive
take over the world.
It was gonna be this massive news subscription service, and yeah, they dumped all kinds of like millions of dollars into it. They were projecting that they would have like literally millions of subscribers and followers for this. They were like, there was an expectation that within a couple years they would have like 15 million subscribers or something. I'm like, okay, hey, have y'all not seen your ratings where like even your primetime highest rated shows are getting like 600,000-700,000 viewers? Like, why do you think that somehow 15 million people are going to want to watch your streaming service when not even a tenth of that want to watch your free service on? Like, it was just fucking dumb.
Well, it goes against the whole CNN model, really. I mean, you can't force people to watch streaming. You can put it on in the airports and put it on in doctor's office and used car lots and stuff like that, and you have all your subscribers now. But those people aren't going to choose to watch this when they go home and stream it. There's not enough airports in the world.
Who else here?
CNN Plus Live.
There you go.
Yeah, so it launched to great fanfare and flamed out with
I love Brian Stelter's tweet there. Potato head. Oh, I can't do it.
Well, like it seems like the natural big thing is like, okay, people aren't watching TV as much anymore. Everything is going more streaming. Like, you'd think that something like a streaming service might not be a bad way to go. Like, I think Fox Nation or whatever does pretty good. I subscribed to them for a month because I wanted to watch a documentary on there. So, I don't know, but yeah, maybe just CNN sucks that bad, or maybe it was a ploy to get these high-rated news people off of other networks and then just fire them all.
Yeah, but I mean, like pulling Chris Matthews away from Fox, like he was probably the least popular anchor at Fox just because of who he is. Like,
Who is he?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's not the To Catch a Predator guy, is it?
No.
Okay.
He moderated one of the Trump-Biden debates, and basically he spent the whole time fighting with Trump. He was that guy, the squirrely-looking dude with the glasses. I
didn't watch any of them. Was he on like 2020, like 20 years ago?
I don't know. I've never watched 2020.
Okay. You didn't watch 2020 when you're at your grandparents and you're like 8 years old, and that's what they had on at night, so there was no cable. And
my uncle was on 2020 once.
Was he?
Yeah, he's a neurologist, and there was something about some supplements or something giving people. Hardball. Okay, yeah, that's where it sounded familiar.
That ties right
anyhow,
into
my uncle was on there for like 30 seconds.
So do you think Chris Matthews has anything to say about Snickers and their veins?
hang on now. We got to get to something. We've got to get to something else before we go there. Because
I wasn't going there. It was you know.
It's just a recurring
Look,
theme.
everybody knows about the veins, man. I'm just, I'm wondering, making a joke.
I don't. I have no idea what this is.
Oh God, dude.
Well, we gotta ride the CNN flaming dumpster just a little bit further, because Chumley says the CNN model Jews, and see, I had a thought, and I was gonna keep the thought to myself, but since Chumley brings it up, do you think this is some like super Jewy way of writing off losses for CNN? Because CNN is in the toilet. Like it is crashing and burning hard just as a news network, period. So is this, like I said before, like knowing that their primetime best rated shows get like 600, 700,000 views? Like, did they build this platform with all of this fanfare and dump all of this money into it so that, like, knowing that there's no possible way it was going to perform, and then they could cut it, can everybody involved with it, and then write off the losses and use this as like a business loophole way of kind of avoiding the fact that as a company they're going bankrupt?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if a prudent businessman knows how to game the system, if you can create a multi-million-dollar tax write-off by doing something over the top like this and having it crash and burn horrifically, especially if you're already flailing, like, okay, so we can get rid of a bunch of people who we don't need and create this massive tax write-off and like cut losses. I mean, it just from a pure business standpoint, it's brilliant. Is that what they did? I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past them.
Well, they do stuff like that, or companies do stuff like that all the time. Like with the big pharma companies donated all their ivermectin and hydrochloroquine and wrote it all off as a tax write-off, and then the government just like burned it all. So they're like, oh, we're going to donate it to COVID, and then they burned it all. They got to sell their new product, and they got a tax write-off for the donation. So there's always some shit like that.
Carlos, any way that you can pinch a penny is a Jewish thing.
Is there a way I can respond to comments like without having to say anything, but just like
I don't think
log
you
into
can.
YouTube and comment. No, because they can't see all the comments either. So
you could, yes, you can log into YouTube and you can comment.
Yeah, that's way too hard.
I think me and Mark are the
that
only
stops
ones.
right there. It's enough. He said log into it's done. Okay.
I just go like this, and I assume whoever wrote the comment sees me go like that.
See.
I was just gonna talk about Carlos and give him a English lesson for a minute, but I refrain.
Boomer time.
So, I mean, I guess they could. I guess they would. Would they do that? Is it worth that much? Like, what do they stand to gain from that?
Doesn't seem like a big loss.
Yeah, I mean, they say how much would they? I don't know.
But see, every loss is a potential gain. It can all be written off. That was the big thing that they. So there was always such a big deal made by the left of Trump and all of his bankrupt businesses.
Mm-hmm.
But for somebody with that kind of money and revenue, you invest money into that kind of thing, and then if it pays off, awesome, you turn a profit. If it doesn't, you use it as a tax write-off. You don't actually end up taking the loss because you can write it off against the other things that you're making money on. So then it just means that you get to keep the money that you would otherwise have to pay taxes on. Like it's a risk reward thing that, like I said, it's something that as a prudent businessman, it's not a bad idea.
But it's still like some sort of it's still like a loss. You just you pay. So if you can take something you're going to lose anyway and find a way to, because you're paid like a bit less in taxes, So it's not like you just make money from writing stuff off, but if you can take something that you know is going to be a loss, so let's say like you know you're going to lose that money anyhow, I guess if you can find a way to frame it as some sort of loss, or have something like I think isn't this one of the big scams with like fine art, like you buy fine art and then some people go, oh, it's fine art, and so the value goes way up, and then you can either sell it and make money, or if the value goes down or it gets stolen or lost, you can say, oh, that's a loss, but you really only paid like 10 grand for it, but you're writing off a loss of like 2 million, and that's definitely a big jump. So if you can get something that's not worth shit, inflate it to make it look like it's worth shit, then lose it.
Yeah.
And
I guess I got to get some fine art.
Then that might work. I don't know. I'm not a tax lawyer.
No, but like, cause I and so that's what I'm thinking, right? Like you're still like, cause you're still going to pay, like you're still paying for all that stuff, right? All that new infrastructure that you built for CNN Plus, and then to shut it down, like, is the tax break worth that much? Now, maybe, it's the tax break plus the people that you get to fire, right? Like, plus those people that you might be able to lose. And I mean, how much do you blow numbers up, right? I mean, you're the guy you contracted to, build this new wing of the thing or rework something, and it's your brother and you're paying
you can make
three
it look
times
like
what the actual job is,
make it look like a big loss.
Yeah.
Are you like, that's what I'm saying, like I think
hold on, is Carlos talking about is it like poor sound quality, or is he just commenting on this freaking thing?
I think he's saying it looks like a modern sculptural art piece.
Do you want to buy it? Would you like to buy it?
With zip ties and everything on it.
I'm sorry.
See, this is what I'm thinking is what Chumley's talking about. Like, I think CNN sees the writing on the wall, and they are well on their way into the tank. So this is a strategic way to mitigate that tank.
So you think they're going to start doing like
kind of using like a revamp, like sort of a way for them to have an excuse to completely redo everything, if they want to. Maybe they do want to fire a lot of their people, like if they want to get rid of Stelter or something, which would be hilarious. And I love that they use the term get the axe, because he's like a little piggy and it reminds me of like Charlotte's Web. But anyhow, but yeah, like that would like something like that can make sense. Like they're okay, look, yeah, this isn't work, so we, for whatever they're about to do next, maybe this has some sort of strategic purpose for sure. I find it hard to believe that, you could dump that much money and just close something down after, what was it, a couple months?
Not even a full month. I mean, it launched at the beginning of this month, and they've already announced it.
How could you know that something's not panning out in that short amount of time?
Well, I mean, the fact that their subscription service has fewer subscribers than most Lions of Liberty episodes have downloads, so it's kind of a poor sign. Not to diminish the Lions of Liberty. They pay me well every month, and I love every one of those guys for everything they do, and they put out incredibly good content. But
downloads they did.
It's a niche libertarian show, so like
They're the first show I listened to.
Yeah, there you go.
They brought me into this whole podcasting thing.
Bastards.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens to news in general, TV in general. Like it's totally changing. Even news is the same way. Like there's no more local journalism. Everything's repackaged AP crap, and you have it's just becoming so biased one way or the other.
It's also
it's like
there it is. Can y'all see that?
It's also just like technology changing. Like New York Times doesn't sell newspapers anymore, like physical newspapers, right? Because who the fuck does that? So they had to switch to a subscription model. And there's actually like people who like say like, okay, you can look at how their content has sort of changed and adjusted, because they're now catering to people who are willing to give them money on like a monthly basis to subscribe online, which is a very particular like niche of people. It's like younger, like woke motherfuckers. So it kind of explains they're like even more like jump to that. But everybody has to sort of go with the new model. I mean, you don't make money by selling a commercial. You don't make money by having an ad in print. So you really have I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean, I think about it like if I was like a legitimate news source, like how would I market myself where you can make money, advertise, whatever. And it seems really tough. So it's
podcast.
Yeah, it seems like podcasting and stuff like Substack, I mean, like I subscribe to Substacks. So like I give people money for that shit. Like, CNN no money.
Get on Spotify unless you're the Obamas and nobody wants to hear your shit.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so the line that I highlighted here that is probably too small for Clyde to be able to read because he needs
can you
glasses.
Make that bigger?
You know what? Here.
Control plus. Just hit Control plus.
I got you.
I can read it now. I made it full screen on my end.
Oh, I was just gonna. There, that's what it says. Warner Brothers Discovery, which is the parent company for CNN, has billions in debt, much of which is a result of a deal to combine the company, and executives are under pressure to find $3 billion in savings that Wall Street is expecting from them. So, like to the point that I was making about like Trump and his, failed businesses and the bankruptcies and stuff. Warner Brothers Discovery is, Trump. What is it? Trump Enterprises or whatever. And this CNN Plus is like a casino in bumfuck New Jersey that is probably not going to pan out.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, when it's not like CNN is the top of the food chain,
right.
Obviously they're not. Yeah, you go further up, and then CNN Plus is nothing.
Right. Yeah. That's where my mind goes with it.
I feel you. That makes sense.
Who owns Disney?
I think Disney owns other people.
Yeah,
like
Disney.
Doesn't Disney own? Is it AT&T? Did they split AT&T off or something?
Oh, do they own?
Or were they with Time Warner? I feel like
I literally have an app that maps corporate trees, and I deleted it off my phone yesterday because I never use it anymore.
I feel like
Damn it! Go re-download it. You go take your phone out of the window. And...
Oh yeah, my phone's over there anyhow, so way over there.
Well, speaking of millions of dollars and not sure what to do with it, trying to figure out ways to write off your taxes. Did y'all see this article? Y'all remember this dumb hoe?
I sent that.
Oh yeah, you sent that article.
I sent that article.
So how? What's her subscription like? Is it worth it?
Yeah, Clyde. I heard it's pretty disappointing. Can you confirm that for me?
I don't know. I just went on Reddit and checked the screen grabs.
I heard she doesn't actually get nude.
I don't know.
Well, then what's the point?
Sometimes you're just famous enough you can get away with it. Even if you get a bunch of people for just a month, take your million and run.
Yeah,
she gets true sense to stick around.
Did we talk about Rachel Dolezal and her OnlyFans?
Is that serious? Is that real?
I mean, supposedly. I don't know. Magoo, how is Rachel Dolezal's OnlyFans? Is it just all feet pics, or what's going on over there?
Like, why? That seems creepy and weird.
Feet pics. I drove by a billboard that had a bunch of feet on it for a podiatrist yesterday, and I was like, man, I wish I was into feet because that would just be hot.
I've never had this thought that I wished I was into feet, and I don't know, maybe.
I wish I was into pretty much everything. Wouldn't the world be a better place?
I haven't seen my feet yet, Justin.
If your kink was very, very common, or something, you know what I mean? Like if you're into like big girls, like God, man, what a world! It'd just be an open trough. Be great.
Be walking around with you have to wear like one of those chains that they put on the eunuchs and. Tie that thing to your leg so it doesn't poke somebody's eye out all the time. I don't know. What are they for dudes? It's like
Is he cutting out? It's not me, right?
I don't know. He's not cutting out. He can't. He's having trouble formulating thoughts this week. That's why on Monday's show I just kept cutting him off. I was like, "We're moving on."
Well, I feel bad. I don't want to cut him off, but I also don't want to let
back in
buffering happen.
when they had back I don't know, in Queen times, the eunuchs they'd have, and they'd cut them off so they couldn't get anybody pregnant. But there was also a thing where you tie it to the the side of your leg so it wouldn't poke out of your pants. And I wonder if that's what you'd have to do if you were you had every kink in the book.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Or you'd have to go to the doctor because you have an erection that lasts for more than 4 hours. But a therapist, I guess.
You just got to have everything delivered.
Speaking of making it soft and tying it to your leg and all of those other good things, I guess we can go ahead and transition into the main topic.
I'm not transitioning into anything. I'm sorry.
Shift gears to the main topic of today's show. Oh crap, I'm logged into one of the accounts I run. Hopefully they don't pay attention to any of the videos.
Hi, this is Jack Riccardi, and for just a minute, for our show every day, I try to stay on top of all the news, but some stories get by me, and this is one that got by me. So have you heard the controversy about Snickers bars? Have you heard this? Apparently on Twitter, a rumor started that the makers of Snickers had changed the design. And it showed a picture of a Snickers bar coming out of the wrapper, and the top of the Snickers bar is very smooth. Now, if you've ever seen a Snickers bar and you paid any attention to it, the top of a Snickers bar always has whirls and swirls in it. It kind of looks like the frosting on top of a cake. I assumed that's what it was supposed to look like, and that's how it always was. The rumor was that the makers of Snickers changed the design because the whirls and swirls too closely resembled the vein in an erect penis. I am not making this up. This was the discussion on Twitter, where stupid ideas go to live. So that was trending. And then the M&M Mars company came out with a statement. Now, they could have just said, no, there's no truth to this, or we didn't change the design. They tweeted out, the veins remain. So apparently even they described the swirly pattern on top of the Snickers as veins, which is making a creepy story somehow even creepier. Okay, I'll never look at a Snickers bar the same way again. And I guess now we know why they had that advertising slogan years ago. Snickers really satisfies. It all makes sense now. Thank you, Twitter, for making our lives better.
Now, here's my question, okay? Is this
advertising slogan? I missed it. Cut out.
Oh, did it not come through?
Snickers satisfies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know, man. I kind of dig when social media companies on social media just kind of jump into the fucking social media meme culture, and instead of making a statement saying we have never intended our candy chocolate bars to resemble penises in any way. That's not how you handle that situation. That's just ridiculous.
Playing around with the absurdity. When you take something serious like that, it looks like there is there's validity to it. When you just play along, it's like, man, this is so freaking absurd. You people are retarded. Quit this nonsense.
The way the chocolate falls on top of the candy bar. That's it. We can either have fun with it or not.
Well, I wonder if it's not a bigger part of the grooming thing. You start giving your 5-year-old Snickers with veins,
that's funny.
Or maybe Snickers, right? Because I'm snickering at the veins that you're gobbling. I don't know. Was this whole thing a troll from the very beginning? Some pervert back 70 years ago came up with this idea. He just laughed all the way, made millions, and laughed at everybody eating chocolate dicks.
You guys have heard the term snicker licker, right? I'm not getting in trouble for saying that, am I?
Nope.
No. If YouTube hasn't taken us down for anything else we've said over the last 4 months, I don't think snicker licker is going to do it.
Okay. Are you guys familiar with the term?
No.
Explain. What is it referencing?
So, a woman of pale coloration who might be into men of darker pigmentation might earn that nickname. Apparently it's regional.
I was thinking liquor like LIQ, but no,
Yeah.
it's LIC.
We just
Okay.
call those jungle bunnies around here, but okay.
Jungle bunnies? No, that must be
Is
regional.
that not a Florida term?
No. No.
That might be
We'd say
like
I
something-
think snow bunny would be a bunny term for that.
I've heard that one too.
No.
I mean, typically.
no snow bunnies are like ski chicks, man.
Yeah, I mean that too, but
Yeah.
Clyde's hat knows all the secrets. Look at
This
that
is
thing.
the hat of the world.
It's
Makes
the
me-
most
makes me
metro thing
smarter.
on this show, and we have a true millennial in Mark. So,
Man, look at that.
But apparently
dog.
there's a-
He's beautiful.
now the Snicker vein is a very serious topic. So serious, in fact, that it gets a Reuters fact check. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Damn it! Well, you know what?
Headline, though, for
It got a fact check, and I pulled up the wrong damn fact check. What is this one? Actually?
I was talking about
Oh.
the Bill in California.
Like,
that's
this
about-
is always going to come to some sort of transgenderism.
No, that one's about infanticide, and I did not intend to go there today. Wow, that. See, now I got to take that. That article was supposed to go in my personal show tab, so I'm just gonna.
You get too many tabs going, man.
I know. I'm just gonna pull that out of this show's tab, take it over to that show's tab, and now we're good. Now it's gone. Won't accidentally pull that one up again.
Whose
Yeah,
brain
see-
isn't working today, man? Come on. You wanna
Oh
give me-
man,
you
like
razz
last
me
night
and
at
you're
work
like,
was a abject failure. Like every time I turned around, I was just going, man, I'm a dumbass. Like I just kept clicking the wrong thing, it's yeah.
Crushing
it's
Yeah,
a whole
that's
time.
me. That's me daily. Damn it, D. Damn it, no. Damn it. Only children above the age of 8, I hope.
yeah.
8-year-olds, dude. 8-year-olds. Oh, Mark's not here. We can make Big Lebowski references.
I can't believe he hasn't seen that. That's just like absurd. That's just, I don't know.
Like, I got to send you some weed, and then you got to watch it, and we can watch it all together. Like, but I forget he's in Michigan. He can probably just go to like the convenience store and buy it.
Mark
I
doesn't
think
cross me
he's
as
a-
the weed.
No, he's a
No, he's not. But
teetotaler,
like, if he's gonna watch the Big Lebowski with us, like, come on, dude.
This is true. Maybe that's what. Oh, this is a good opportunity to pitch the upcoming The Night Before.
Oh yeah.
Since we've got a decent audience watching today, coming up on May 28th, we are going to do an evening stream. It's going to be called The Night Before, where the four of us are all going to get together and just talk about random dumb shit. We might even, I might even pull it up and just read straight from the chat, because that's where some of the most random dumb shit comes up.
No.
We'll remove, or we'll block out the parts
Redact.
where we'll redact all the parts where Clyde doxes himself like 7 times.
Oh man.
No.
Yeah. A Big
So-
Lebowski themed bar. That's cool.
White Russians, I'd say. That introduced me. to
Yeah,
White
man. Yeah, that
Russians,
should be a good
actually.
time.
I
Get
love
to
them.
it's like I say it's weird on this show because most of my podcasts that I do are in the evening, so I have a drink or something. But this one being like I've never had a drink on this show because it's fucking morning time. Shit to
You're
do.
behind. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Yeah. But apparently it's for
It's like, I'm drinking on half of these shows. Huh?
I just get a shit ton of coffee going. So anyhow, it's a different vibe than
Yeah.
some other pods. So it'll be fun. It'll be a nice change.
Yeah.
We haven't really nailed down the time. I imagine it'll probably be similar time as what we do the morning show, only 12 hours later.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So that's 8:30.
It's like 8:30 in the morning for Chun-Li there. Right?
I definitely smoke for every show because I have to.
So what is a dab?
So it's my
I've not
personality.
asked
It's the way
like
that, I feel like
the
myself.
kids yet.
Dag, what's a dab? You gotta explain for us non-drug users.
It's basically like the most concentrated form of like weed. So you use some sort of extraction process like CO2 or butane or alcohol to extract basically like the pure like the resin off of it. And then there's various other things you can do to take fats and lipids out of it, make it more or less pure. But at any rate, you get a nice little blob of basically pure like resin, and you dab it on a piece of hot glass, dab, or like we saw Chum Lee doing the other day and and you swirl it around, heat it with a blowtorch, really feels like you're doing drugs. So you get like a really, really pure, nice hit. I mean, it kind of is. I remember the first time that I did it and someone's like teaching me, and it had been so long since I was like 17 and like doing new drugs, but it felt like, oh my God, like, okay, teach me, how to do it. You do this and you pick out the tool. Yeah. But it's nice, man. It's very, I mean, you get really high, but it's a nice, like clean high. There was a period probably about 5 years ago where I just did dabs for like a couple months. And like, I started listening to like electronic music and shit. Like, it's like stuff started getting a little weird. So I had to go back to, good old fashioned weed, but, but it's nice. Good shit.
Good. What are we going to be drinking?
Not bad.
That's what I'm going to be drinking.
Have you tried the American honey?
I'm not a big fan of flavored stuff. To answer your question, no. I'd be willing to try it.
It sounds too sweet. It sounds like syrup.
It is.
Yeah.
It is sweeter. It's really smooth. Like, it's not super sweet. It's got a really smooth flavor. We bottle it where I work, so I see it like literally every day.
I bring it home all the time. Sample
I see it every day, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try this, and I'm a fan. I liked it. The peanut butter whiskey has surprised me. I didn't think peanut butter whiskey would be something I would like. It just doesn't sound all that appealing.
Surprisingly good.
Oh man, yeah.
Is that like the cookie dough whiskey?
Sorta.
Have you tried that?
I mean, it does kind of have a peanut butter cookie type of flavor to it. So.
No, there's like cookie dough whiskey. Have you tried that?
No, I haven't tried cookie dough whiskey. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. I've seen it on the internet. I've never actually seen it in person. I don't know that I would buy it in person, to be honest.
We do all the flavored stuff at my work. I guess everybody has their own flavor. And speaking of,
so what distillery do the real men work at?
that's over in Bardstown.
Lynchburg.
Yeah, we do all the cheap flavored shit. We're about volume, not quality.
Cool.
That's all right. You got big veins and pump it all.
That's how you make money. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. I mean, that's the shit that makes the money. Oh, Carlos, I don't mess with tequila because some dumbass spilled like half a pallet of tequila the other night and right next to my desk, and the overwhelming odor just about made me throw out. Like I spent half the night outside avoiding going back in. I stepped in it. It was all on my shoes. I drove the whole way home in 40-degree weather with the windows down because it was like gagging me out in my truck. I was like,
I kind of like that smell.
Yeah,
tequila.
It must be a
I
hard
found
place
it.
to work when you're hungover.
Yeah.
I deliberately don't drink the night before I go back to work. I don't want to try that.
Yeah.
I found a bottle of SoCo that I had stashed away the other day, and I forgot how good that smelled.
There was somebody broke a case of bourbon last week, and it smells so good. Like granted, I might be an alcoholic, and bourbon is kind of my poison. But speaking of,
I don't know what kind of tequila.
Picking your poison.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I guess we can. I'm trying to transition into talking about this damn stripper. Would you just let me?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I went from neuroscientist to stripper, and now I'm rich with no regrets.
I call horseshit. I don't know. It doesn't seem. I don't know.
I thought there was
It
a video
works.
to go with it, but it's the New York Post, so it's probably gonna pull up a fucking monkey video.
Just monkeys.
Monkey stripping.
North Korean monkey strippers.
All right, so here's the first problem. A 21-year-old British woman has turned her back on a promising career as a neuroscientist in order to become a stripper and OnlyFans star.
So she was a student.
Right, and her name is Mercedes Valentine.
That noise I made was
Obviously,
about
that's her stripper name.
SDG's story, not
there she is.
not the stripper. Just so you know.
There's Mercedes Valentine. We're a family of doctors, and my sister is a lawyer, so this is a bit different. Yeah, I'm sure Dad is really proud.
What a gifted family. Yeah, I mean, whatever works. So she claims she's making more money.
That's what she said. Apparently, she's making $260,000 a year. I guess I'm gonna have to give up my job and start stripping, starting OnlyFans.
You want to team up? Be a
I've
duo?
thought about it.
Clyde can manage us.
Oh God. I think we would.
You want to be. You
we
want
would
to
be
be
the-
Beans.
We would be the first OnlyFans account to have negative followers.
People are going to pay us to take it down.
Yeah, we'd be getting paid to not. There was
Close back on.
like a joke tweet or something a while ago. It was like, I'm gonna start just sending people random nudes, and they gotta pay me to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it. I made a few bucks, but it's not as lucrative
Did
as
you
you
really?
would think. Yeah, you get a lot of degens that like really enjoy it, and it just takes the steam out of my sail, wind out of my sail.
I had worked at a bar with a stripper pole one time, and I definitely jumped up and played around on it once or twice, and I had someone give me money once, and I was like, cool, I can officially say I've got paid for it. I'm never going to do this again.
She does have kind of an impressive story. It says she was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome when she was 15, a condition that left her wheelchair bound and she had to learn to walk again. So I mean, she went from at 15 years old, she had to learn to walk again, and now she's like hanging off a stripper pole. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, shit, I don't think that's the direction I would have gone with life if I had to learn to walk again, but you never know.
Probably not. I want to do do they have like stripper wheelchairs, like wheelchair strippers?
And
Stripper wheelchairs and wheelchair strippers are two very different things.
Strippers in wheelchairs?
But I'm not sure either. I mean, they have to.
I feel like strippers is like the Rule 34 of the real world. Like, like if you can imagine it, it probably exists. And if you don't know, for anybody who's watching, if you don't know what Rule 34 is, ask Magoo. He is the expert on all things Rule 34. He will tell you the best subreddits to check that out. And all of the,
I know what that now.
It seems like more of a Reno thing than a Vegas thing. Let me say that, but I'm sure it's out there.
Oof, that's rough. That's harsh.
I'm sure there's some wheelchair strippers out there. Oh God, you know, clever like names and business names are always really get me. And strip clubs are really good. Like the Eager Beaver, like would be like the best strip club name. And now I got to think of like a really good like handicap strip club name.
There's a gas station down the road where there used to be a bait store next to it called the Purple. Went out of business.
Oh shit. Old Vegas. Yeah, man. It's like I wish Old Vegas was still around. Like if I was gonna go to Vegas, that sounds like the Vegas I want to go to. Back before it came all familyized. They have commercials and shit. Unfortunately, it's good. Especially for Alaska.
Oh man. We went exceptionally off the rails today. Y'all have any like real news topics?
Dude, I ain't really been paying attention. I don't know. There's a war going on, I think.
And
we keep saying it. How much money is there a tally of how much
I saw
money
a
Biden has
picture
sent
of
to Ukraine?
it looked like a street with like all the cars flipped over, like a bunch of bombs and rockets had gone off, but none of the windows were broken. over in Ukraine. That seemed pretty cool. They either have really good windows or maybe it was just fake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Johnny Depp is in court. There was a little compilation video that was put together of him explaining the course of things that had happened, and I guess it was Amber Heard's lawyer kept objecting and saying that there was hearsay. And so Johnny Depp just started playing it off. He would say something and they wouldn't object that it was hearsay, and he'd be like, "Is that hearsay?" And then they would say, "Objection, hearsay." He's like, "Okay, thanks." It was hilarious. I gotta find it. I gotta find the clip, and I'll probably run that as the intro on Monday because it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there video, Carlos?
Good times.
Yes, there's video.
Do you edit that, Justin? Are you gonna put like little blur jobs on there?
No, I'm not blurring anything. If they fall out, they fall out. That's on Carlos. If he gets a video taken down because the OnlyFans chick that he interviewed accidentally slips a nipple out, like that's on you, man. It's your channel. I'm just putting the video up for you.
I mean, do you want me to watch or not? So. You want viewers?
It is a hilarious interview. So you should definitely watch.
When did OnlyFans become a thing? Like how old is that platform?
So it existed. I guess it existed for a few years, but like
probably less porn than it is now.
Like I remember it. I remember it being a thing in like primarily. Yeah.
Or at least there used to be.
Do you not remember? Damn it!
I mean, it was like Patreon, man. I mean, that's all. It was just like another Patreon.
And that's kind of what it was. It started out kind of as another Patreon, and like there were, I don't want to say like serious people on it, as if the people who are on it predominantly now aren't serious. I'm sure they're incredibly serious about what they do, but like there were non-20-year-olds doing porn on it for predominantly a few years ago. And who was it? Was it? I don't think it was Rogan. It was a comedian or somebody like started an OnlyFans, and it was kind of a joke.
Okay.
But anyway, the pandemic seems to have really launched it to prominence because nobody was working, and you still got to make money. And if you got tits, then that's an easy way to do it. Mm-hmm. We are on the wrong end of the spectrum on that. We have way too much facial hair. Nobody wants to see this.
Yeah, my butthole isn't nice enough.
You don't know about that. You probably get somebody on there.
Oh.
Justin got news. Coming in hot with news.
Trying. Entertain yourselves for a minute.
I don't know. Like, I really feel like OnlyFans really gives people the ability to have a personal connection with their porn star of choice. So, there's appeal all around. You're stuck at home. You're out of work. She's out of work. She's rating your dick pics. Yeah,
put it on camera and load it up. It's so weird to me. Like, I don't know, man. I like.
It is funny how like some platforms just become certain things, and I always have to wonder if it's maybe they have different like rules that allow people to get away with it, or maybe it's just that's what people gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Like why didn't Patreon become the OnlyFans?
Well, and that's what I don't know. I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans, so I don't know. But I just assumed it was like, I don't know, uploading pictures and stuff. And I guess Patreon, you kind of see, because Patreon, I use it to get like a separate RSS that I plug into the phone and like just audio content. I'm not really going for the visual. Like I don't do the videos anyway. I like, so it seems strange to me, or different. I guess
it's just a better platform for that.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Number one, SDG. I completely fucking hate you. Sending that through Discord. I couldn't open it in Discord. I had to actually click on this person's Twitter profile and then find the video on the person's Twitter profile. And let me just say, holy fuck. Oh my God, I've got to bleach my eyes when we get done with this. That was the most horrific thing ever.
No,
but I found the fucking video, so here we go. I'm gonna be pissed off about this for the rest of the day.
Don't do this. Come on, man.
No, it's
Come on, man.
this is what we're.
Let me ask you a different question, Mr. Depp.
Yes. Let's let him object to another one. He'd had a conversation with Miss Heard.
What's with all the noises?
Courtrooms aren't very serious these days.
Can't hear anything.
That Mr. Murphy had with Miss Heard.
He said, yes, they had. Okay. It appears that Miss Heard had told not to fight what she would like for him to cook. That's hearsay, I guess.
I'm not just sure it's off the truth of the matter is certain.
He got it.
Okay, all right, well then.
I'm learning. To Ms. Heard that
I'll move to strike this as hearsay, Your Honor. And I
disturbing. Yes, I looked at papers. Maybe they're hearsay papers. So I can read it out of someone's article, not from the man's mouth.
I think it's a pretty simple yes or no question, which is
You'd like it to be, sir. Nothing simple in this case.
Other than
October is 2 months before December. That's correct.
this was a document that you signed as part of your divorce proceedings, correct?
That's my signature indeed. Yes.
Mr. Depp, that is your signature on the right, correct?
Yes, it is.
This is a document you signed, right?
For the third time, that is my signature, yes.
And that was a document you signed in August of 2016. Correct.
Is that the same one that I signed 3 times before? Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Well, I wanted to make clear that you signed that in the summer of 2016.
We have plenty of hearsay and conjecture. Those are kinds of evidence.
I thought it was funny. He said, so I can read it from an article, but I can't say that it actually came from the person's mouth.
That's an interesting, that's his much bigger, I don't know. Can't think of the word I'm looking for.
That brain fog is something else, isn't it?
It is, man. It's what happens when you hang around fucking 12-year-olds and all day. They make you retarded.
What's going on under that?
Bigger implications. That has much. Think about that, like hearsay, right? Like if you read it from an article versus hear it out of someone's mouth, the implications that has in law and everything else. What does that mean?
Read say.
You all right? You got it under control?
I think I got a lag over here too, so it's a little tricky.
Yeah, I think there is some sort of lag going on.
It's not me. I'm not having connection issues today. Like I'm at full tilt somehow, miraculously.
Full mast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at full Snickers.
Do you do
well,
almonds?
you know what? Dag's
Snickers
got a hard out today because I shouldn't have used. Damn it! Why would I say hard? Dag's got to
get hard Snickers out.
Dag's got to get out of here. He's got to go work. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to wrap it up. And speaking of Clyde's brain fog, if you're feeling a little drowsy, tired, just kind of not quite with it, next Tuesday evening on my show, the Fact Check This Podcast, I'll be doing a live stream where we're going to talk about not getting enough rest and downtime, or it's a specific term for like a thing that replaces rest. I've actually been doing it and it's pretty good. Like you don't sleep, you just kind of like become a gelatinous
Vegetable?
blob. Yeah, you vegetabilize yourself.
Vegetation?
No, that's too much effort.
It is hard. Damn it! It's that word again.
Pounds time.
You know-
Pounds time.
That's what she said.
It seems like every episode here lately, we've been able to pretty concisely wrap it up and lead right into the outro because we really are just a bunch of retards.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.